Hello everyone, I'm Rebecca McLaughlin-Eastham and welcome to a special edition of Energy Frontiers, where we bring you exclusive conversations with the most influential people in the global energy sector. Today, as you can see, you join me from Azerbaijan's capital, Baku, where the 11th ministerial meeting of the Southern Gas Corridors Advisory Council, alongside the 3rd ministerial meeting of the Green Energy Advisory Council, has taken place. Azerbaijan is leveraging its strategic location to become not only a supplier, but a critical connector between energy-rich regions and energy-dependent markets. With its southern gas corridor transporting billions of cubic meters of natural gas to 12 countries, 10 of them in Europe and 8 of them member states, the nation is also committed to supplying green energy to Europe. On the sidelines of ministerial meetings in Baku's Gulistan Palace, Azerbaijan's Energy Minister Parvez Shahbazov shed light on the country's ambition to become a regional energy hub and a reliable energy partner in turbulent geopolitical times. Minister, thank you very much for speaking to me today.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Minister, let me start by asking you about Azerbaijan's plans for expanding capacity of the Southern Gas Corridor and further enhancing energy security to Europe.
The Southern Gas Corridor project has been from the very beginning designed in a way that it can be expanded. Of course, we need more investment and financing. And we need, of course, the long-term contractual arrangements for this. And of course, as the most recipients of the natural gas from Azerbaijan are the European countries, we need also the close involvement and support of the European Union and the European Commission, and would like also to have the access to the European Union programs and funds that are available for the energy security and also the energy transition.
Well, let me pick up on that, because may I ask you how you're balancing your energy portfolio, as you say, marrying the two, the traditional oil and gas, the fossil fuels, with renewables, whilst also remaining committed to mitigating climate change and delivering an energy transition?
Yeah, very good question. Actually, we have planned 10 power stations for wind and solar until 2027. And the installed capacity of the renewables in the overall share in the generation of electricity in Azerbaijan will get already by 2027 more than 33%. But it is only for the domestic use. We have additional projects to export green energy to our long-standing traditional partners in Europe.
Picking up on that, we can refer to the Caspian Black Sea European Green Corridor, of course. What might be a status report? How is it going?
So it is Azerbaijan, Georgia, Romania, Hungary, and the European Commission has been with us all the time from the very beginning. So it is something that also should bring more energy security and energy transition to Europe. We have already established a joint company in Bucharest. The name is KECO, and this company has already started its activities. The feasibility study of this project is already at the final stage, and we expect that it will open the way for the taking decision on investment decision on this project and start tendering this project.
You've touched upon some of the agreements, the collaborations that you have with other nations, the EU and beyond. What does the roadmap look like for partnerships beyond 2025?
We have another project which actually started through the COP29, when the leaders of 3 countries, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan, came together, signed intergovernmental agreement about connection of Azerbaijan with the Central Asia for the first time in the history. Even being the parts of the Soviet Union, We have never been connected through the electricity and power transmission lines. There are plenty of projects, and most of them always either born here within the Southern Gas Corridor and Green Energy Advisory Council meetings, or broadly discussed in the framework of these events.
Minister, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I also had the opportunity to sit down with the EU's Commissioner for Energy and Housing to discuss everything from energy security to supply diversification and, of course, the all-important transition to renewables. Commissioner Dan Jurgensen is the co-chair of the Southern Gas Corridor Advisory Council. And when we met in Baku, I began by asking him what was top of his priority list and how he wanted his tenure to be defined, given the challenging times Europe was facing with energy security.
We don't want to be dependent on fossil fuels, especially gas from Russia. We want to be 100% independent of that. We can no longer be in a situation where we indirectly help finance Putin's war. So for us, it's very, very important to have good friends and partners that can help us.
As European countries rapidly diversified their energy sources, natural gas became central to energy security discussions. While the advantages of the transition fuel include helping to meet rising demand and emitting less CO2 than coal and oil, challenges like infrastructure bottlenecks and managing price volatility remain top of mind for European leaders.
There's no doubt that gas is also going to be important for us in Europe for some years to come. We need to find a balance because on one hand, we are obviously in the middle of a transition. We want to move away from fossil fuels, including gas. On the other hand, we also know that that is not something we can do from one day till the next. And we have people in Europe that are having problems being able to afford their energy bills. So 46 million people last year were not able to adequately heat their homes. So we need to help them. And one of the ways to do that is bring down the prices on gas. Why is that at the same time becoming independent of Russian gas? Why is that at the same time staying on course for the green transition? Because climate change has not become a smaller problem, that's also become a bigger problem. So yeah, it is a tall order, but that is why meetings like these are extremely important.
Well, that is a wrap of this special edition of Energy Frontiers, brought to you from the heart of Baku. I'll see you again next time. Until then, take care and goodbye.